I wish that we could agree where we need to go. Everyone says they agree. I don't think they agree. I mean, because you can't disagree with wanting everyone to eat healthy, wholesome, nutritious, delicious food. What you disagree with is what that means and how we get there and what it should be. Perhaps starting at the end at the solutions is not where we need to begin to make some changes. We have to start to reframe the problems.
So my name's Charlie Cannon.
My name is Karen Washington.
My name is Teddy Bacali.
Michael Milley.
Natalie DiNicola.
Mitchell Davis.
Neil Gaikwad.
I'm Robin Metcalf, and I'm a food historian.
I'm the CEO of Join Bio. I'm really passionate about where the science is today.
I'm a farmer and activist. I grow food, I feed people body and mind. I've been growing food for over 30 years.
I am the Chief Technology Officer at Land O'Lakes. My dad was a farmer.
I'm with Benson Hill Biosystems. I'm the Chief Communication Officer.
I'm the Chief Strategy Officer of the James Beard Foundation. I am into food.
I'm an assistant dean here at the Rhode Island School of Design.
And I'm a doctoral student at MIT Media Lab and grew up in the communities where a lot of people didn't have one meal for the day. I feel to be very privileged.
I really believe agriculture is fundamental to almost any social or environmental issue we care about. And so that's what motivates me.
I think the fundamental question that we used to launch this Exploratory was, can we actually feed the world's population?
Not one country in the world right now is not dealing with a malnutrition issue.
There's sustainable ag in the context of the environment and the land, but there's also sustainability in terms of businesses staying in business, right?
We can give food to people, but is it nutritious?
This is a really bold thing to undertake, is to talk about the food system. It's a moving, changing, breaking up system right now. It encompasses everybody's deepest emotional passions. And it's layers and layers that you change one little bit in the food system and it has ripple effects throughout it.
There's no common definition of a problem. Are we talking about starvation? Are we talking about going to bed hungry? Or are we talking about nutrition?
What does equitable mean, for everybody, including producers and growers and consumers?
We can't be saying global food security. It has to be global food and nutrition security. We've got to just start getting that into our vernacular.
Most of our solutions have only been to keep food cheap. That's the thing that is most important to us, not to keep it flavorful, not to keep it nutritious, not to make sure it gets to every person in the country. We have not solved for those problems.
Technology alone is not the solution. So we need to understand what are the human forces that these technologies can help amplify.
So I try to tell people, ask people what they want instead of what they need. When you ask a person what they need, it comes from a place of deficit. But if you ask a person what they want, it comes from a place of power.
Essentially, as everybody starts to focus in their little silos, what you lose is the whole.
There's a lot more common ground in how different stakeholders can work together, and we don't tend to focus as much on what we can build from. So if there's one thing I think we could do, it would be for us all to have the self-awareness of the complexity of the problem, but don't get overwhelmed and try to focus on where there's common ground.
Because of the way that they've worked in teams and because there have been a couple of meals, we have the beginning of a couple of networked relations to see real conversation and kind of where people are seeing overlaps in their kinds of concerns, especially when they're in positions where they have traditionally sort of imagined that the other side's an antagonist. I think is a powerful thing.
We kind of like to think we're all in it together.
What the room has identified is more, the kind of the Socratic, well, I know what I don't know.
I think, what's the tipping point? What's going to be the big change that's going to really shift the system, right?
What we don't have is yet a at least for this group, a shared definition of a problem, but we have the beginning, I think, of some guiding principles.
So I'll just jump all the way. The science fiction dream that I have with the work joint.
This is the first time I participated in an exploratory workshop like this. And so I guess my hope is that it doesn't just stop here, that it continues. And I'm hoping we get a chance to follow through on this. I think it's a critical project and a critical program. And my hope is we can get the participation and the funding to take it to the next level.